Hey, my beautiful angel, it's Josie Krause, and welcome to Soul Awakening channel. Let's talk about energy clearing. And I want to give you 4 signs to know if something is going on the level of your energy. You see, we think as bodies, right? We connect with people physically, emotionally, but the strongest connections that we have with the world around us happens on the level of energy. And the physical body is a very small part of who you are, who I am. We also have subtle bodies that connect us with this dimension, other dimensions. It connects us with spirit world, connects us with so many things that we cannot see or feel or touch. So how do you know that you need, or something is going on the level of energy, so you can take care of it, you can clear it, restore this beautiful flow of life through you? So the first sign that you need energy clearing is simply lack of energy, just general fatigue. I have all these dreams, things that I want to do, things that I want to manifest, man, but I don't have any energy. I feel like I just want to do things that I'm supposed to do, go to work, cook my dinner tonight, and just watch some TV, and then rinse and repeat all over again. This is my life every day. And my dreams require energy, they require some inspiration. I just don't have energy. So the energy blockages that cause that feeling or lack of just drive happens somewhere on the level of your astral body, on the level of your mental body. So these energy blockages exist. Otherwise, you would have moved, you would have so much more resourcefulness, so many more things to do, but something is blocking that energy. So that's your first sign that energy clearing, that's exactly what it means, clearing subtle bodies, stuck energy on the subtle level. For example, like in your physical body, if there's any energy blockages, your body reacts instantly. Think of a blood clot somewhere in the vein. Automatically, you just have, swelling of your limb or something. So it creates instant, but a blockage in the heart causes heart attacks. So when something's wrong, when there's energy blockages on the physical level, we pick it up right away. But subtle bodies, they present to us differently. So studying energy, being just aware of what's going on, is going to give you just huge advantage, because you can work with yourself, with your consciousness on so many different levels. So clearing physical body, that will allow you, just clearing the energy on the level of the subtle bodies will help you to have more energy in the physical body. Another sign that energy clearing is required: health. Okay? Health, physical manifestation of health issues, situations, disease, conditions, body pain, toothache, headache, any type of ache. So if you experience constant like symptoms in the body and you're wondering, should I, switch my medications when the Tylenol is not working, the better question is like, what is going on the subtle level? So I can clear this, so I can go to the root of this. And the root, when you work with subtle bodies, they have more information about your past lives. It could be some issue from past life. And you can listen to me now saying, well, how am I supposed to fix my past life? You better figure it out, because if you don't, there will be constantly all of these issues. There are ways to do it. And you can do it. It's in your power. So think about your way to address a health concern by looking into your subtle bodies, right? So that is very, very, very common. The third sign, the money, that energy needs clearing, is this: financial blockages, right? And financial blockages are also the result of your subtle body connection. It may be happening because of your connection with other people. Could be your bloodline, the people in your bloodline who have really strong energy blockages. And because you are part of this collective community called your family, right? Your bloodline, their blockages could be affecting you. They stop the flow of money, so the flow is redirected, and you may have some income at some point, but you can't keep it. Money is just hard work. If this is you, understand this is again a blockage, because when you have figured it out, the first thing that happens, and I've seen this so many times, with my clients and students, the moment something is being cleared, all of a sudden money just shows up. And I mean, it just shows up. It could be unexpected pays, job opportunity, something unique, some unexpected opportunities will always bring you more money. It's a miracle. No, it's not. If there is nothing obstructing the flow of abundance, you will receive it. So, lack of finances, lack of resources is a sign to do energy clearing. Another way to know that something is going on the level of the subtle body, which will tell you, okay, I need to address this issue through energy clearing. It's anything to do with repetitive patterns. Look, if you constantly in your love life attract a certain person who doesn't treat you well, you begin to notice, okay, this is a pattern. Anything that blocks your happiness for one way or another, or puts you in this cycle of repetitive things, you begin to see, I just feel like I'm doing the same thing over and over again. I may move countries, I may go to different places, but I end up meeting the same people, the same situations just show up. What's going on? Blockages. And they may be more serious than you think. So, addressing these situations through different practices, through self awareness, will open a very different world for you that you did not even know existed. As a channel, as a medium, someone who is clairvoyant, someone who can see people's auras, someone who can look into people's past lives, I can tell you, the blockage removal is going to just transform you on every level of consciousness, and for the future, for your future of your children, future of your own incarnations. Taking care of these blockages is why you're here. That's why you're here. You are on this planet to remove some of these karmic patterns. So how do you do that? All right? How do you clear your energy? So let's look into it. The simplest way to start, you can start doing this today. It will begin to move the process of just reestablishing the flow of your own life. The first process is cleaning, okay? Simple clearing of your space. Your space is energetic extension of your body. And think about it, right? If you have clutter everywhere, or things are just like you have a lot of things that are dear to you, like sentimental value, and you're holding on to a lot of these things, with time they begin to control you, or they begin to mean so much for you that you may never throw them away. or you move, but you have like bags of stuff that from your past you can't just throw away. Clearing your space, going through your closets can do miracles for you. Very simple but so powerful practice. Clearing old clothes, um, shoe cabinets, ladies, you know what I'm talking about. Things that you don't need anymore. And you don't need it because you haven't been using it for a long time. And that's the first way. Be merciless. If you truly have a lot of difficult situations in your life, financially, health wise, start by letting go of a lot of sentimental value items in your home. Start there and say goodbye to them. Make maybe like a ritual. If you have some special gift somebody gave you, a special something, and you know deep in your heart, maybe this gift connects me to that person. And that's not the best relationship. And it's not for my own good. So saying goodbye to all of these items energetically removes that thing, that person, that piece of information, that emotion from your subtle bodies. And what happens? It's no longer there. And this space will be filled with something new, a new information, new relationship. Things that you will begin to attract to you will be of different nature. So holding on to a lot of things that cause you like emotional connection, emotional attachments, if you let go of them, it will free so much energy for you. I guarantee you. It's proven to work so many times. And it's the simplest thing that you can do. If you have a headache, for example, clear some of your favorite things. Okay, go through maybe, I don't know, something of value. Could be like jewelry, some old pictures, something else. Clear something that has this psychic hold on you, and you'll feel better. So that's the first thing that I can recommend to you. The second thing that I can recommend to you to clear your energy is to change your routine. Changing something, just if you watched Seinfeld, there's this episode where George decides to do the opposite, right? So let's say he would order tuna, but then he would order salmon. Like, do the exact opposite. That's actually a magical way to clear a lot of your own negative karmic blockages. It's super powerful because you consciously now begin to move the other way. On the energy level, things are just like programs, they are set, right? And if you begin to move differently, you begin to act differently, you begin to think differently, it begins to create some kind of like malfunctioning in these negative programs. So they were just a little confused. What is going on? It's a new information. And some of these patterns begin to just change, and they begin to also change the way you look, the way you think. Let's say it was very difficult for you to exercise. You had maybe a knee injury or something, right? And it was like, it's an energy blockage related to your bloodline, by the way. Anything to do with your joints and knees. And then you had no ability to do exercising. So in your mind, you have already said, okay, I will not do these things in a certain way. But then all of a sudden you say, no, actually, I will be gentle, but I'm going to do like daily walks, and I'm going to exercise my body consistently. So you begin to do things that your mind does not expect you to do. And by it's almost like you interrupting the process. And by interrupting something, you have a chance to engage these new programs that are also sitting there. They are available to you. You can change them by doing things differently. You wake up, you were like, if your life is in a critical condition, you need to change things like night and day. You need to do things opposite almost everywhere. For example, you were like a night owl. Now you begin to be a morning person. If you had, coffee for breakfast, then you need to have tea for breakfast. You need to consistently catch yourself in any repetitive, uh, habitual ways of doing things and replace them with something new. Okay, this will require you in the beginning some willpower, but that's the way for you to clear some of these hideous things that are really preventing you. Like if you're constantly being in debt, if you have serious health issues and you don't know what to do, you work with the subtle body. Subtle bodies are energy. Your body is also has, density. It has a lot less ability to change. All other things can change on the level of information, on the level of your higher subtle bodies. So by replacing information, by putting new information, you force these old blockages, all things that mess up your well-being, you force them to go. They will not have any power over you. The next way for you to release energy blockages, remember that energy and information, they go hand in hand. In your body, like the way that your body is designed, that it's physical, right? It's material. So there is a lot more energy in your body. In your subtle bodies, there's no matter, so there's less energy, but there's more information. So you work with information, you replace information. The only energy you can change is just your physical body. By doing something with your body, you cause things to happen elsewhere. So another really powerful way to clear energy blockages is to do this. Identify your blockage. Let's say you have financial problems. Just don't have any money. Money comes, money goes. Um, you feel like abundance is someone else's right and privilege, but for you, somehow, you always need to be, struggling or fighting, in the world of your finances, savings, and so on. So the way to release energy block, and there are definitely energy blockages happening on the level of information somewhere. So what do you do in this case? You do the following. You need to find someone who has the same problem. Let's say you're fighting with lack of finances, and then find someone else who's also experiences difficulties with finances and make the commitment to help them. So it's not about you now, but it's about helping someone else who experiences the same level of difficulty. So you have to identify your struggle really, really easily. So what is my struggle? I'll ask you today, like, what are you struggling with, right? So you'll say, okay, well, let's say it's a relationship. You can't find love, or you can't meet the person that you want to be with. So definitely there is an energy blockage, because if it wasn't there, you would have had a soulmate, a loved one. But it's not happening at the moment. So clearly there is something going on. In this case, you go and you find someone who needs love. You could volunteer at a nursing home. Do you know how many lonely people are in places of, retirement homes and nursing homes, who have no children coming and visiting them, people who deal with depression, who feel like they're alone? When you help them, even just as a volunteer, as someone who can help them to solve their loneliness problem. By doing something for them, not for yourself, for someone else, by doing that for them, you are releasing your own energy blockages. Whatever you do to someone else, you will do to you as well. Just see where you can contribute and consistently for some time help people who need what you want, who need what you need. Go ahead and help them. And until your problem gets resolved, you don't stop, because that's just a powerful way. Some of these issues aren't even yours. They could be your bloodline. They could be from people who raised you. They could be from the society. They could be from so many different sources. But if you take these words seriously and you begin to work on the level of cause and effect, we're talking about really like a causal body, cause and effect. That's where your blockages are. And then the way to clear the energy is to help someone else with the same need. Okay? There's no other way that is more effective than this. And another way is through rituals. Through rituals. And in my line of work as a channel and as a medium, I have to do a lot of these rituals because for me, they're more like shortcuts to the result. They aren't for everybody. And also, they aren't any, not just you can do them on your own. You can, based on your own level of experience and things that you're allowed to manifest. So there is, again, for you, there, for me, for everybody, we have a certain level of ritual allowance, things that we can do with rituals and things that we can never do, no matter how much we try. So rituals are a shortcut to creating a straight path into higher dimensions, almost bypassing the subtle bodies. And in the law of in these layers of consciousness, there are laws, and it's all governed by laws. So the higher realms always have more control over the lower realms. So let's say your atmic body has a lot more power over your physical body because it's just higher. Your emotional, your astral body has a lot more power over your physical body. So the higher realms always control the lower realms, lower dimensions of consciousness. Your body is the lowest, okay, the physical level. So there are rituals that allow you to go straight to the higher realms of your own consciousness, to bypass a lot of limitations and blockages along the way. And from that space, you can put in the new information because your higher bodies are just pure consciousness, right? Which means it's pure information. And you can put in the new information on the level of your higher self, right? On the level of your higher consciousness. And that information is going to be translated and downloaded into each layer of your subtle bodies. Now, there's a lot to talk about, but I want to encourage you to try a way that is truly necessary for you today. And think about as these energy clearing processes as something vital, important enough that maybe one ritual can manifest your headache going away forever and never ever coming back because the underlying issue is gone. So you have all of these ways to clear your own essence, to clear your own energy. And also use magical days, because during magical days like solstice is an incredible portal, allows you to have this just direct access, bypassing a lot of these informational layers and going straight to the source. It will allow you to go straight to the source of even your own like soul, for your own, the seed of your own consciousness. They always work. They always work. All right, you guys. I hope this was of service to you. I hope this was of help. Let me know in the comments below if you have your own rituals. I'd love to learn more about them.